Welcome back, everybody, to a Dyson Sphere program, Rise of the Dark Fog. This is our Polaris series that we are playing right now. And last episode, I talked a little bit about expanding our Dyson Sphere in the Dibna system. And although right now we are in the Gemma system, getting this system all kind of like ready to go, I got to work on the Dibna system a little bit, and our Dyson Sphere specifically in that system. And I thought, you know, it might be a good idea just to kind of give you a little idea of what and how I kind of build my Dyson Sphere. Nice thing is we can always hit this passing time button up here and we can pause time. So now no time is passing in the galaxy, which allows us the freedom to create and craft whatever we want here. As you can see, I have a pretty good sized section that I built off stream. But we still need to get the end sections done. Now, the way I usually approach this is that I like to get a lot of these little points in place, because basically these points here are where the solar sails will be drawn into to fill in these panels. Because you can see each panel that I have lighted up here individually, that is one panel there, one panel there, one panel there. There is a minimum that you can make these panels size-wise. So let's go ahead and go into this sphere here. As you can see, we have it all laid out there. Now, we can go ahead and hit this little building. We can go with geodesic frames or with lay frames on a grid on spherical surface. The curvature will be greater at high latitudes. So we're just going to go with the geodesic frames. And what you can do is you can pick a frame here like this and see it gives you a minimum distance. That's too close, so you can go to there and you can go to there, but we're going to go out to here. We're going to make these frames a little bit larger, and then you can just continue on and you can continue to do those over and over and over again, just like that, which is pretty much what we did on, if you look over here on this side, you can notice that the frames let's get out of that altogether. These frames here, we built at pretty much the same distance. So we are going to keep these 1, 2, 3, the next 4 rows, we're going to work up towards the line there. So we're going to go ahead and take this line here, click back on that again, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then see, we can work our way back down here, which allows us then to fill these in. And so now we have a full 4 frames there that will be filled in by solar sails once these structural points are actually filled in. So the structure points are these little pieces that we're putting in place. These are each one of those is a structure point. And those structure points are very important because that's what helps you build the frame. It builds the frame that then the solar sails fill in later on. So we're just going to build this around like this. And now doing this takes a little time. That's why it's good to pause the time while you're doing this, because it allows you to spend time doing it without having to worry about time passing on a grander scale. Oops, I screwed that one up, didn't I? Yes, I did. I screwed that one up. So, if you screw one up, you can always go remove, and you can remove that one. And then we can go back, and we can go click, 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 click. There we go. And sometimes when it gets a little fuller, it's a little harder to see the see where your points are. I usually like to go around like this and then build all the up lines. So we're basically just going to go around the whole entire sphere. And we'll just click on all of these. Like I said, it's a pretty laborious process, but it works really nicely. Once you kind of get it down, you can just start clicking and it will start to click for you. Then we can go back the other direction with this one here. And basically, by building these structure points in, that's where our carrier rockets are going to go to. So our carrier rockets will go and build in these structure points. And as you can see over there on the right-hand side, right now it's showing that we need 335,680 structure points, and we have 186,000 built right now. So it's gonna need a lot. There's gonna be a lot more structure points to come out here before we are done. And we also are up to needing 8,700,000 solar sails, so we're about halfway there on the solar sails right now. That's why getting your solar sail production and all of that kind of ramped up is very important, because that allows you to you know, have lots of solar sails to go out to your Dyson sphere when it's ready to go. All right, we got one last row to do here. We're just gonna go around this way, and then we'll do all the lines that go straight up into this. And the thing is that the more structure points you can place, the more rapidly it can bring solar sails in, because each one of those structure points is trying to absorb, basically suck up solar sails. So if you have less structure points, then the solar sails will not be basically eaten up by the Dyson spheres quickly. Oh no, did we screw it up? I screwed it up already. That is one thing that will happen, is you'll come to the realization that you messed up and you put the structure points in the wrong place. So you can go back and you can erase the structure points that you built. It'll erase the lines. That's the nice thing, is this does give you the opportunity to correct your mistakes. That's one argument against not doing what we just did, because we just messed the whole thing up, which is fine. Like I said, you can go back and you can fix your mistake, but now we have to go back and fix the whole thing. We got to erase all of these structure points. And you'll learn as you go along that it's not bad to make a mistake. It's not bad to screw it up, because you can correct it. You can pretty much correct anything on it that you want, because we have time paused, so nothing is actually occurring in the grand scheme of this. So we just got to erase these little points here that we've made, because they're wrong. We get back to where we were. See, we basically made them too wide. We exceeded the distance that we wanted to have. Okay. So now that we've done that, now that we've pretty much erased, well, we need to erase a few more over here as well. Yeah, it's one of those things where you feel foolish once you get it done, but then you're like, okay, now I've learned from my mistake, and I can go, okay, well, now we will not do that again. Because those structure points have to line up. That's the thing, is you can only build from structure point to structure point. You can't just kind of build randomly in the middle of a line. It won't allow you to do that. Okay, so back to our basic thing here. So we got that there. Let's go ahead and just continue. There's the point that we wanted. Oops, see, and I made a mistake there. That one got a little out of line there. That's okay. All right, there's that one there. And then what we'll do is we'll come over here. We'll go to the next one. We'll just come up this way. This will just be easier, because we can target these, and then we can go around like this, and they will only connect to the ones that we've already made. So this is probably the better way to go. I thought making the circle would be a better way to go, but it looks like doing the lines upward first gets them more even and gets them more uniform than the other direction goes. So we'll do that. We'll do this first, and we'll just do like a row at a time. And we're just kind of making them as little as we can. We're trying to make the points as close together as we can, but there is a minimum of where you can put them. You can only put them so close before it's like, so if we tried to build like here to there, it doesn't let us. We have to either go there or there, and I want it to line up with that point. So we're going to go down to that point there, and then once we get that done, we can just build them out and do that. Now, once we get this entire ring done, the next thing we'll do is we'll put a pattern in there. You can have these different patterns that you can choose from. I'm going to try to match it up to what we already have up here. Up here we have this diamond pattern on it, I believe. I'm pretty sure this diamond pattern is what we have going on the other side. So we're going to do the diamond pattern over here as well. So let's go ahead and come over to this side. We'll zoom out a little bit. We'll pick the diamond pattern, and when we click on that, you notice that it now is filled in with a color. That means that that pattern is now locked in to this panel. And I kind of do different patterns on each row of panels just because it makes it look a little bit nicer. It makes it look a little bit more complete. So we'll get that going on there. And that should make it look a little bit better for us. Okay, so hold on one second. There we go. Okay, got it. So let's go ahead and continue our run here of these structure points that we got going. Let's go ahead and just keep going with the structure points here, and structure point from there to there to there. See, I tried to do one that was too short, and it said, no, you can't do one that is that close to the other one. That does not work in this instance. So we have that minimum distance again that we have to deal with. Because it won't let us do it just one hex. We have to do it at least 2 away from each other. So that works out good. All right, so we'll get this going here. And it's kind of weird how the system doesn't let you... it doesn't let you rotate the Dyson sphere very well. I mean, you can kind of rotate it, but you have to kind of get out farther to kind of see what you're doing. And I kind of like to work a little bit closer in, just because it makes me feel like I'm hitting the structure points better. It makes me feel like I'm not screwing it up as much. Which is usually what happens, is you screw up one thing and then it gets everything else off, and then you're left removing all the structure points like I did before. So that's your very basic way of doing the doing that. And then let's go ahead and fill these in with diamonds again. So those are all full panels now. These are all full panels now, and this whole time is not progressing in the game. The game is paused at the moment. It's one of the few places you can actually pause the game. Now, the last thing we'll want to do, and we'll go around and get the rest of this finished, but the last thing you want to do is you want to paint it. You want to give it a little color. I don't know if I can paint... I don't know if I can copy a color here. I sort of wanted that same red, but it's going to be hard to match it exactly. So I guess we'll kind of go in here and do that there. And then we're going to come over here and we are going to take our brush and just start brushing each one of these panels. And so you have not only the panel to brush, but you have the structure point as well as the frame of the panel to brush as well. Because otherwise it won't have the same color on the whole thing. So you have to kind of go around the outside and paint all those, get all the structure points in there. You can pretty much do it very quickly because you can just hold the mouse button down and it will just like color it all. But you got to be careful because like we already did these inner ones in yellow and we don't want it to overlap. So we got to do this out here and we can just kind of like go here. Now it does not color them from the back side. It only colors them from the front side. So you notice how we have these ones here that have not got colored, and we can zoom in, we can click on each one, and if we want to, we can hold the mouse button down, and that will quickly basically just spread the colors because we're sort of painting it. We're painting the color on there. So get that color all painted on there. And there we go. Got all that done. So that part is now ready to be built. So as you can see, we've got a pretty good... I'm going to click off of that so I don't accidentally paint something. Now, as you can see, we've got a pretty good frame built on that top part, just like we did down on the bottom part. Because this part is almost done. This part is not even started yet. And that's because we've had time pause this entire time. Now, we're going to unpause time. I'll come back and finish this up a little bit later off stream, but I just sort of wanted to show you a little bit of the aspects of how to use the structure points, to use the, you just have to click on the layer, then you have all these options here. You can have different grids on it if you want as well. You can put Dyson Sphere nodes on there. That's the nodes that we're putting on here. Then you have the lines on there. You have the paint you can do, and you can remove stuff. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things you can do. But we're gonna go back to our planet here that we are now basically harvesting for coal and for iron, copper, silicon, iron, crude oil, all that good stuff. We're gonna get the harvest going on here and get this planet kind of figured out. We've got this. Oh, I got to get back down. I was like, why can't I click on that? Because I'm not down on the map. All right, so we got this one here doing coal and oil out of it. This one's gonna do the organic crystal, the stalagmite crystals. It's bringing in our rockets and stuff, and then this one over here is gonna do all the iron, coal, the iron, copper, titanium, all that stuff out of here. And we got a lot of that on this planet. We got not as much titanium on this planet, but we got a lot of the other resources. So we are going to put down another oil plant here. Let's get the yeah, there's an oil extractor there. Let's swift that around. Perfect. Okay, so let's bring out some power to these because we definitely need to get them powered. That should do there, and that should do there. And then I'm just gonna build a track that goes right into that because why not? That's bringing oil in anyway, and now that will bring even more oil in, and we'll do the same thing here. Actually, I'm gonna bring it out this direction. Just have it feed in like that. You can just have those lines feed directly in because it doesn't really, it's not really going to make a difference. There's not enough flow going that it's going to choke it up, other than it's going to fill this up with oil a lot quicker. And there we go. So now one thing we might want to do, because it does look like the flow is pretty heavy there. One thing we might want to do is, so you can feed them in like that directly, or if you want to make it a more even flow, you can go ahead and put a splitter here. Oh, I need to build a little, build that up just a little bit. What a splitter does is it takes equal amounts from each line. So there's going to be an equal amount coming from this line to there, and then it's going to take also in from here. So all the lines will continue to flow no matter what. See how this one is kind of stopped right now? That's because it's all full. So we're going to put another splitter there. Oh, I have to build that up a little bit. Take that off. We'll put another splitter here. And that will feed into there as well. And so if you're doing one line into another, it does work, but if this line here is moving so fast, and if it's not moving fast enough to clear the line, then the only time this line would input into it is when there's a gap in the line. Now you can see all three of these lines are moving consistently and getting put into where they need to be put into. We're just going to drop those oil in there. Perfect. All right. So there's a lot of oil going in there. Now we're going to use some of our nice advanced mining machines. And if you hold shift, you can rotate these around. I do want to catch as many of those 10 stone veins as I can. There we go. It doesn't have power, so let's go ahead. Let's actually move you just a little bit to right in there. There we go. So this stone vein is going to start picking up stuff, and you see we already got bots coming out to pick it up, because that stone vein there takes care of that. Now, one last thing we need to do here is we do need to set up a defense perimeter for our base. So we're going to need to get defenses going around for all this. I want to make sure that we got a good circular ring there. Okay, everything's good there. So let's go into here, and we're going to bring out the missiles. Oops. Bring out the missiles. There we go. And let's just bring him out to here. Bring him around this way. We are out of belts, but we have more, so that's not a problem. Grab some belts out of our logistics spot there. And we're just gonna bring the belt all the way around. It's just gonna be one ginormous circular belt of missile destruction. That way, if the Dark Fog ever do come back to this planet is now protected. There we go. And then we can go ahead and take our missile batteries, missile turrets. And we can just set them right out on the line, which is nice. Oops. There we go. So that gives us a lot of missile defense there. We do need to get them powered, so every one of them needs to be powered. We got a whole bunch over here that are not powered. Get that powered. Get that powered. Get those powered. And, yeah, let's just put one right there and get that powered as well. Okay. So those are all powered now. Now, those are only going to defend in the radius that they're showing. See how that one's showing a radius there? So what we need to do is we need to to get them to fire anywhere on the planet that we want, we need some signal towers. These signal towers cover a wide area, and pretty much anything within that ring that signal tower is doing is now protected. They will fire from there to that signal tower and anything inside of it. So that's how we protect them. All right, let's go ahead and get the iron reserve here collected. Can I put it on this side so it's already powered? There we go. Get that iron reserve collected there. Where is this running out of? Spica 3. Okay, so grading crystal there is exhausted. There's the organic crystals over there. Let's check and see where the spin form is. I believe it was up close to this here, but it doesn't look like... Oh, there's the spin form stalagmite crystals. They used to be called spin form stalagmites. That's why I keep calling them that. I'm used to what they used to be called. They aren't called that any longer though. All right, we got some silicon reserve over here, so let's bring some power down to it. Wait, where'd the silicon go? There's the organic crystals. Oh, the silicon's right here by me. Where'd the silicon go? Oh, it's right by me there. Okay, let's go ahead and get all 13 veins in there. Perfect. And let's go ahead, before we forget to, let's go ahead and let's just put a tower like right in there, I guess. That seems good. Now that tower is not powered, but we can go ahead and string some power down here. There we go. Get some more power here. Get another mine for the iron going on. Got all 17 veins in there. Perfect. Now the organic crystals are right there. We're gonna mine those as well because why not? And then we got coal right there as well. So yeah, we got what, 11 more mines to use. So we're gonna use every single one we can. Can I get all 22 of those in one go, or is it not going to be possible? I don't think so, no. There's 19. We're just going to do the 19 like that. And then we'll slap down a little mini mine here for the other part. Get our our little belt there to run that into there, and so now that's taking it no problem at all. Let's get out another turret here. We got one up there. That one is covering that area, so let's put this turret kind of like down here, I think. Yeah, we'll put that turret there. And then let's go ahead and get a mine out here as well. So all these resources are basically just to help us along the way. Actually, let's go ahead and put the turret just a little bit closer, because guess what? The turret gives off a little bit of power. And so it can power that coal mine right there. All right. So we got those going on. We got iron down here still. We got a little more power down here. Let's connect that into our power network. There we go. Do I have more, do I have more power towers here? I don't know if I do. Let's put this away. Let's put those away. Let's put those away. Let's sort everything here. We got those. I do have more signal towers, so that's good. We got more signal towers. I do not believe I have more. Am I really that low on the satellite towers? I don't think I have any satellite towers in there. I think we need to go back to Polaris, get some satellite towers, get some more supplies, and then come back here because we're running out of belts as well. Belts are something we're low on too. I'm just going to kind of store all the stuff in here that we can. Get those put in there. Let's see, what else do we have? I can store some of those in there. I only have 9 of those machines as well, so I think we probably should pick up some more of those too. We do have our interplanetary and our planetary logistics systems there. Yeah, we need to pick up a few things back at home. So let's set a course for Polaris. We'll come back here. This is the Gemma system is where we are going to kind of like chill for a little bit.
Depleted.
Where was that depleted at? That was depleted on Polaris 4. Alrighty, so Polaris 4 is losing some stuff, but let's go ahead and head back. Let's check the system also for seeds that might be out there floating around. Looks like there's no seeds floating around right now, so let's go back to Polaris. And we're going to go back to Polaris 4. There we go. Get a heading. And we will take off and head back to Polaris 4. It's only 5 light years away, so that's not too far. And we need to pick up a few items like those mining machines. We need to pick up some more of these satellite stations. And we need to dump off a few things. We got a lot of copper and that sort of stuff on us that we can drop off here on Polaris. And that way we can go ahead and not have to carry... We won't be carrying around as much stuff. We'll have more room in our inventory. There we go. Whoa! And back down to Polaris in fine fashion. All right, there we go. Wow. We got down there quick. Let's see if we can just dump off some stuff here. Just kind of try. Basically, if you click on a tower, you click on here and you hit the tab key, anything you have in your inventory that will fit into that slot will, or you know, that item will use, it will eat them up. It'll basically just eat them. And then you won't have it in your inventory any longer. Looks like it is filling us up on various things. With the logistics system, we have it set up so each one of these has a setting of how many it wants to have. And so we have it set up where the robots will bring us and take away from us items that we designate. Like I had this set for 1,000, so it brought me more glass. And you see it's taking away a lot of this stuff that we had in our inventory that we don't really need in our inventory, which is really super nice. Let's go over here, and I believe Blue proliferator paint is coming in one of these here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the blue out of us. Put that in there. All right, so we got a lot of things on us right now. So let's go ahead and see if we can find some places to put stuff. Here's magnets here. Do I have a spot in the magnet? Yes, I do. Let's put the magnets in there. Do I have a spot for gears over here? Yes, I do. Put some gears in there. I do not have a spot for that, but red. The red does take... There we go. We got rid of all of our energetic graphite into there. Get rid of those. What goes in here? Oh, that's titanium that goes in there. Interesting. Are we having a titanium issue again? It doesn't look like it. We might be, though.
Mineral depleted.
We are having a titanium issue again. Titanium ingots are not coming in as fast as they used to. Interesting. We may need to go and check out and see what our titanium situation is here very soon, because it looks like titanium is not being delivered like it should be. Yeah, that's concerning. That is a little bit concerning to me. Let's go ahead and yeah, those components there I don't really have a spot for here on this planet. That's all right. We've pretty much got rid of most of the garbage from us that we didn't need. So I need to grab, I need to get rid of those. Let's put some of those in there. That leaves us a few more in our inventory. So I need to grab some mining machines, which I don't know if I have those being automated right now or not. And I also need to grab some of the oh, there's a few more of those. I also need to grab some of the satellite stations. I need to figure out, though, if I have satellite stations being built over here. I thought that I did. Okay, so here's some more of these towers here. Okay, so that's fine. We got 200 of those, no problem at all. Do I have this set for 200? Oh, I do. Oh, it just didn't. I didn't have him in my. I didn't put him in my logistics spot. Okay, let's land here, because here we have the. We have those towers there. We got the windmills there. I don't think I have the other ones being made. So what does it take to make... Gosh, I'm surprised I don't have those being made. Satellite stations. Wireless tower, that, and that. Oh, wait, maybe I have that. I think I have that over here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is where we have them. There we go. Yep, we had them there all along. Had them there all along. So let's just grab some more of those. And then we are looking for the mining stations, which I don't know as if I have those being made anywhere or not. But regardless of that, we're going to do that next episode. We're going to head back to the Gemma system. I am going to work a little bit offline, getting our Dyson sphere a little bit more complete. We're going to get some mining machines, some of the advanced mining machines made. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this one, don't forget to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time for more Dyson Sphere program in the Polaris Dark Fog series.